All right. Hi, Annette. Are you with me? Go ahead and unmute your mic. Oh,
There we
perfect.
go.
Hi, we did it.
Ah.
Oh my gosh, we're getting so much better at this.
Whew. A little bit.
Oh, welcome to happy hour. I hope it's a happy hour there on the East Coast over there for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
It is. It's happy hour goes on, I guess, 5 o'clock to forever.
until whatever.
Way
Well,
too long.
if you're tuning in from my page, I have a special guest today, and her name is Annette, and she is from the DC area, and she is my song school sister. And this whole like live stream COVID thing has been an interesting. We're all learning how to do this and be musicians. And one of my big things is I just been missing my music community a lot. So I'm like, you know what? This is just an excuse to see your face and hang out and hear your songs, and let's make it into a thing. So thank you so much for joining me on my happy hour today.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's good to be here. I'm still trying to figure out how to share everything to everybody, but
Okay,
I
cool. Yeah. So I had a trouble finding it at first, and then I finally
right. It's
found it.
like I think I found. Oh, hey, good. Tom Prasada Rao is here. Hi,
Oh,
Tom.
hey.
Wow, so
That's
good
so
to see
cool.
you.
That's awesome. Um, cool. And I have been having trouble with comments lately. Like they haven't been showing in the feed when I'm on my live stream. But I have the way I have it set up right now is I can see all the comments, so we can actually like
Okay,
live stream. This is so much fun. So I can see who's tuned in, and I can comment back to their responses. So that's super fun. Um,
excellent.
but yeah, so we always start the happy hour with a cocktail, of course, because it's Friday, and we have earned it because you know today I'm going to be making a Pearl Harbor because I don't know why, but these are cocktails I used to drink in college with my dear friend Michaela from Massachusetts. And for whatever reason, we were really into drinking Pearl Harbors when we were like 19. I mean 21. So I'm going to show you how to make it. We start off with, I don't have to use a shaker today. It's pretty simple. I'm going to put some ice in a cup. Step one, ice, because it's hot out. It's toasty. And then I'm going to even use my UMass shot glass to help me measure today for nostalgia, because that's where I was when I discovered the Pearl Harbor, was at University of Massachusetts. And I'm going to be using a local Five Wives Utah vodka. We actually have good booze in this state, surprisingly. So I'm put about a healthy ounce and a half ish into my cup. And then this is the clincher. This is the part that's fun. Is the extra ingredient is Midori, which
Ooh,
yeah.
I hear that stuff's kind of dangerous. Is it?
It's yeah, it's a liqueur. It's a melon liqueur. It's only 20% alcohol, so it's like
Oh,
just flavored. So I
oh,
bought this when my friend Michaela came to visit a few years back, so we could relive the Pearl Harbor, and I still have it, and I don't know why.
a
So
little
I
goes
was
a
like,
long way. I see.
I have a show where I make cocktails. I should just use it. So I don't know if Midori can go bad, but we're gonna find out shortly if it can. So, and we were about,
It's probably all sugar, so it's not going to go
I
bad.
might get
Sugar and
diabetes
rock
today.
wool.
So 1 ounce of that into my vodka mixture. Look at that. Like that's can't be good for your
Ooh,
insides. I'm gonna willingly drink it. And then the last ingredient is pineapple juice. So of course this is like every like college girl's cocktail of choice for sure.
that's good
So
for your voice, pineapple juice. I'm not
ooh,
sure about the alcohol.
right, it's a balancing act. So and there we go. Look at it, like glow in the dark
Ooh,
green.
lovely.
And then my favorite part, because I'm a child at heart, garnish with a cherry, because I'm 7 years old deep down inside. Anyway, I'm gonna give that bad boy a stir, because that seems like there's just gonna be a lot of vodka on the bottom. And what are you drinking today, Annette?
Well, what I'm drinking today is what I have available. Um, so I have some vodka, and we have. It looked much better a little while ago, but it's it kind of looks like tea, but it's orange juice and vodka and pomegranate juice and a little seltzer and an orange peel because I had to keep up with you, you know. I know you have to kind of do cool garnishes, so it's okay, you know. If I wasn't about to start singing, I would make it stronger, but no.
Right.
So
Good thing this show's only an hour, right? So, well, cheers. Thanks for being here. Toast. Cheers to everybody for tuning in. We've got some people watching, so I'm glad you guys are all here. Oh, man. That's delicious. These are dangerous. I can see now why we drank a lot of these.
Okay, so it's pineapple, vodka,
Midori.
Manuri.
Yeah, there's your Midori.
Midori. See, yeah. All I know is like vodka and juice drinks. That's all I know. Nothing fancy. That's too fancy.
All right, there we have it. And I've got extra maraschino cherries here because I love them so much. All right. What did I say? I said I was going to start us off today, right? Because then, so that you can bring us home at the end of our show. So because I haven't seen you in a while, the last time I saw you was in January at Folk Alliance in New Orleans.
Right.
I have a new song I'm going to play for you that you haven't heard yet. So other people who've tuned in have probably heard it a couple times, but you haven't heard it, so let's play it. So this song is called These Four Walls. These four walls, always the same to me. Stark, white, cold as ice and empty. Dust in the corners, cobwebs in the eaves. Just long-term storage of who I used to be. Open the doors and let the light in. And let that crosswind breathe life into this house again. 'Cause it's been too long since I called this house home. And these four walls, my fiercely guarded post, haunted by unwanted but familiar ghosts. And I don't want to go out, and I don't want to air my wounds. 'Cause what if all my fears turn out to be true? Open the doors and let the light in. And let that crosswind breathe life into this house again. 'Cause it's been too long since I called this house home. And these four walls, this plaster lath and pine, a hollow space, a sturdy frame where love's denied. Ring the bell, let yourself in, and show me how to unlock my heart again. Open the doors and let the light in, and let that crosswind breathe life into this house again. 'Cause it's been too long since I called this house. Open the doors, let the light in, let that crosswind breathe life into this house again. 'Cause it's been too long, it's been too long, it's been too long since I called this house home.
Whoa, brava.
Thank you.
Each song you write is even better than the last. You're
Oh,
such a great writer,
Annette.
and loved it. I loved it. I loved it. When you just wrote it in the last month or so, or is it been-
Yeah, about like a month and a half ago. So
Yeah.
it's pretty fresh out the wrapper still.
Yeah, right, right. In
Yeah.
these four walls, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Got nowhere else to be.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I had to mute myself because I didn't want to start singing along with you and
Right.
it'd be a bad thing.
Nothing.
Yeah, yeah. Whoa.
Cool. All right. So I'm excited to hear you. So, Annette, you have a new record out this year. Came out end of January. Love and Fire.
Right.
And I was listening to it yesterday, and it sounds amazing, and I love it. And I've heard a lot of the songs before, like when our paths have crossed, but it's super exciting. What was the one? Kentucky Babe on that song is so cool. I loved that song. It was really awesome.
that's an old public domain song. That song my mom used to sing to me and my sisters when we would go to sleep, and I'm singing with my sister Mariana Previn.
I was going to ask you who did the harmonies on that. That's so cool.
And we switched off. I started with melody, and she was doing harmony, and then I was doing the harmony. We kind of switched off, and it was really sweet to be able to do that with her. She's an amazing musician. She was always the musician in the family. I was the dancer, so it was like, okay, I'm moving into her territory, but she's like trained in jazz, and she plays trumpet and can sing anything she ever wanted to. So I stuck with writing my own stuff, and it was really a sweet thing to be able to come together for this album to sing a song my mom sang to us.
Oh, that's so
when
fun.
we were little, really little. My mom would sing us great songs. All my life through up in the black and blue. She's singing that to our kids as we're going to sleep. Yeah,
that's
sweet
great.
mom. But I love that song, Kentucky Babe. It's a beautiful
Yeah, it was
one.
beautiful.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, what are you going to play
Okay.
What are you going to play for me?
Okay, well, I will sing, since we're talking about that album, I will sing the first song on Love and Fire, and this is a song that is all about one of my favorite places to visit, and it's Chincoteague Island in Virginia.
Cool.
And so I'm going to do Chincoteague. I'm going where the sky paints pictures every day. I'm going where the marsh grass is gleaming in the sun. I'm going where the wind tans my memory. There's no place else on earth I would rather be. I'm going where my first love lasts my whole life long. I'm going where there's a million stars to wish upon. I'm going where the sun rises from the sea and arcs across the sky and is swallowed by the Bay of Chincoteague. Oh, Chincoteague, seabirds fly and dolphins dance for free. Oh, Chincoteague, where my true love waits for me. going where the dead and the living rest in peace, where the saltwater cowboys round up the wild ponies of Assateague. I'm going where the fireman's fair is just beyond the trees, and the carousel lights up the midway tonight. Summer's by the sea. Oh, Shinkaty, seabirds fly and dolphin dance for free. Oh, Shinkaty, where my true love waits for me.
Yay! I knew this was going to be fun.
It's so fun to look at you when I'm singing.
I know,
It's a trip. I love it.
So cool. Cool. There's some comments coming in. My Aunt Mary is watching. Shanna in a dress is watching.
Oh, Shanna, woohoo!
Shanna,
Hey, girl.
Shanna's talking about how she helped me pick out this shirt. I stood in front of the merch table for like 20 minutes. I'm like, should I get blue or yellow? So she helped me pick the shirt out.
I mean, come on, how many choices were
There
there?
were at least 4 choices.
Uh-oh, too many. Are you Libra by any chance?
Sorry?
Are you a Libra by any chance?
I'm not a Libra. I'm a Virgo. It was very out of
Oh,
character.
me too. I've got Virgo Libra too.
Okay, you're a cusp. All right, I see how it is. And then Tracy Weinberg is here from Swerfa. So
Tracy. Hey, Tracy.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So that's cool. This is so cool. Awesome. Man, this is so fun. I knew it would be fun. All right, I'm going to play, since we have some Texas folk on, I'm going to play a Texas song that I wrote about.
Texas song. Excellent.
It's called Halfway to Houston. And when I wrote it, I had never even been to Houston, so that's weird. But,
Well, that's because you're a real writer.
don't let the truth get in the way of a good story, as they say.
That's right.
But I liked the alliteration of halfway to Houston. And so then I
Halfway
had to
to
figure out what the hell that meant and made a song about it.
Fantastic.
So this is Halfway to Houston. Annette, I hope you like it.
I'm sure I will.
I was up before the sun that morning, tiptoeing on eggshells and packing up my car. The key was on the counter when I locked the door behind me, so I wouldn't have a chance to change my mind. I was halfway to Houston by the time he woke up. Did he wonder, was I coming back? Was he glad to see me gone? And I was trying not to turn that car around. And I was halfway to Houston when I broke down. I guess you could say that nothing happened. It's not the same as saying nothing was wrong. And how could we not notice that tender touch turn cold? It takes time to build a callus thick enough. And I was halfway Did he wonder, was I coming back? Or was he glad to see me gone? And I knew that there was no turning around. And I was halfway to Houston, halfway to Houston, halfway to Houston, when I broke down.
Yeah, that's quite a heartbreak song for not knowing what you're going to sing about.
You know, there was
You
names
reach
and
into the
dates and places that have
archetypal
been changed to
heartbreak.
protect the innocent.
I'm sorry, say that again? I
I
was
said some
talking.
names and dates and titles have been changed to protect the innocent.
Yeah. That's a beautiful one.
Yeah,
I love your voice. I just
Oh.
love your voice.
Thanks so much.
You know.
I'm having a lot of allergies this week with
Yeah.
tree pollen and everything, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's been a challenge here too. Let's see. Well, halfway to Houston. You know what? I've
You
been
see
wishing
the
I
pedal
was born.
steel in that
I was
song?
wishing I was born in Texas, but then I'd probably want to get the hell out of there. But I remember taking a trip, a bus, cross country. I did it a couple times when I was younger, and I'd never been to Texas before, and it must have been, oh gosh, 2 in the morning, and the bus pulled into a 7-Eleven or something like that in a gravel parking lot, and I'll remember the sound of the gravel, and it was an overcast night, and I stepped out of the bus to get, some sort of snack in the 7-Eleven, and even though it was overcast, and even though it was in the middle of the night and I couldn't see the stars, I went, oh my God, I've got enough air to breathe here in Texas. It was really something. I've never forgotten it. So,
Have you written that song yet? Because that was like...
That's a good... I better write it, shouldn't I?
There's a lot of good images right there just now that I was like, have you written this down?
Okay, yeah, it's right there. Okay.
right there.
All right, so next time we do this,
Okay.
I'll have a song.
Yay!
Okay? I
Okay.
promise you.
I love it.
Let's see. Well, here's a new song. It's not on the album. It's not on Love and Fire, but it's a song that I hope to record and put on my soon-to-be created Patreon page. I've got to get my act together and get a Patreon page going. Because as a massage therapist and singer-songwriter, I've been out of work since the middle of March, so it's forcing me to get the Patreon page together. So this will be on it, and this is called Devil's Turn.
I like that.
Fire burned down a mountain, water swallowed the plain, wind tore down the valley. Now nothing is the same. Highways cracked like muffin tops, streetlights hanging down, boats afloat or where they shouldn't float. I don't recognize my town. Tell me, mama, how far down we gonna go? How will we ever land? Mama shook her head, said, child, it's just the devil's turn. Catching tadpoles down in Sligo Creek, behind Suki's house. Lying in the shade, sipping lemonade, we played till the sun went down. Then the stars came rising, filling up the sky. Honeysuckle air, wind through our hair, one small push, we all could fly. Oh, 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 oh. Tell me, Mama, where did those long, soft summer days go? How will we freeze? Will we burn? Mama shook her head, said, child, it's just the devil's turn. Well, too much hardship or a lust for gold make one man bitter, the other man cold. Walking down the street with her earbuds in, she don't see anybody, hear no voice within, but beauty and love are all around, and every step we take sacred ground. Some of us sinners, some of us saints, but we're all human, we're losing this race. Mama, tell me how far down we gonna go. How will we ever learn? Mama shook her head, said, child, it's the devil's turn. Oh, Mama shook her head, said, child, it's the devil's turn. Oh, Mama shook her head, said, child, it's just the devil's turn.
I like that. Ooh, I like it.
Thanks.
I like the line that was the highway cracked like muffin tops, like perfect picture in my mind of what that means. So I'm like,
oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I was after the Fire in Paradise, in California, and that's when I wrote that one. Got a lot of songs about the world and the earth and heartbreak. Enjoy.
Get real nerdy about songwriting. I think my favorite part is the last line of your chorus, the way that Devil's Turn lands. Like, I feel like you kind of want it to go Devil's Turn, but yours is Devil's Turn, and it's like syncopated, and I like it so much because it suits the music really well, and I'm like, oh, it just gets me.
Cool. And that phrasing surprised me too. It was like, ooh, I like that too. Right. So it was fun. It's fun, and I like chopping it. Yeah, and it's great when I do it with my trio. We got a mandolin and guitar, and sometimes bass and drums. Yay!
Nice. Well,
what you got for us, dear?
Was that like if you had a band with? Have you played that with the full band? With the trio?
Let's see. Did I play it at the CD release? I shouldn't have played it at the CD release because it wasn't on the CD release. I've played it with a trio, so we didn't have bass and drums. We had.
I kind of feel like I'm feeling like a snare with brushes and like a train beat kind of thing going on.
Well, you know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing sort of a Tom Waits Bone Machine.
Ooh, I like that.
And in fact, it would probably be a little slower.
Ooh,
that's what I wanted.
I like it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! All right.
Yeah. But the snare or the sort of thing, I've got another song that has just that kind of feel that you were talking about.
Yeah. Awesome.
Like a train.
I like it. I love nerding about this stuff. It's pretty fun. All right, so one of the things I do, I don't know, I don't have any rules to this show. I just make it up. But a lot of times I have my Facebook profile people vote on a cover song each week, and so I learn a different cover artist. And so this week the vote, she won straight out. Tracy Chapman beat out Katie Lang and Edie Brickell for this week's vote. And so I'm gonna do a little baby cover song while we do this. And
cool.
Of course, everybody, I think, wants to hear Fast Car. And I learned the music, which is pretty much just this one riff the whole time. And I learned it, and then I tried to sing it and play it at the same time, and it was like a lot of this going on, and I learned it yesterday.
Talk about phrasing. That's intense.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, oh, yeah, I got this. So,
my tongue doesn't move that fast. Yeah.
anyway, so I'm like, okay, nailed it. All right, words. Nope, not going to happen. So I didn't pick that song. Sorry, everybody. But this is another one of my favorite Tracy Chapman songs, and I was like, oh yeah, like this song like brings me back to like, I don't know, like CDs, you know, when we used to listen to CDs. And driving around in my sister's car a lot, we would listen to Tracy Chapman. Anyway, so this is Baby Can I Hold You by Tracy Chapman. Now I have to get Fast Car out of my head. That was a mistake. Sorry is all that you can't say. Years gone by and still words don't come easily. Like sorry, like sorry. Forgive me is all that you can't say. Years gone by and still words don't come easily. Like forgive me, forgive me. But you can say, baby, baby, can I hold you tonight? Maybe if I told you the right words, ooh, at the right time, you'd be mine. I love you. Like I love you, I love you. But you can say, baby, baby, can I hold you tonight? Maybe if I told you the right words, oh, at the right time, you'd be mine. I told you the right words, oh, at the right time, you'd be mine. You'd be mine. You'd be mine.
Yeah. I'd forgotten that song. That was beautiful.
When I was learning it, I was like, it's so simple and at the same time, like so relatable and I don't know, just really, I don't know, deep for having not that much to it. I'm like, oh, cuts to the core.
Yeah. Beautifully done. Okay, so I have a question for you. I'm watching you and listening to you. And then I'm looking at what's behind you, and there seems to be a mouse with a crown. What the hell is, what is that?
I don't know what that is. So, it's a Grace Potter and the Nocturnals poster. And it's funny because when I ordered it, I bought it online. I bought one online. This is not the one I bought online, and I got like a bonus poster. And so this was the bonus poster. And this is also where my ex-boyfriend's fish poster used to hang. And when he moved out, I had to put something up. So this is what got up there.
It's great. It's very evocative.
Okay, good. But yeah, something had to replace the empty square that the fish poster left behind. So.
Well, let me see. Let me sing. I'm gonna sing another song from Love and Fire, and this is the song that would, if we had a drummer playing with us right now, he'd be doing that kind of drum pa, 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 with the little brushes on the snare, sounding like a train. So you're just gonna have to. You got a snare and some brushes handy there, yeah, in your head. Okay.
And I can time it just right so that it works with the delay.
Oh God, yeah. Can you do that too? And I'm doing it a little differently than on the album. It's called Highway, and it's also based on a real person. Miles and miles of cord, thunder-painted sky. She rolls into the morning, on that ribbon she will ride. She's coming from the coast, another love gone bad, but this one hurts the most, more than any that she's had. Now she feels the gravity of the highway. The highway. Sing it. The highway. The highway. The sky feels like home. Her sister is the wind. Her mother, father, brother, stars and planets, all her kin. She took to walking far when her thoughts got rough. She walked 400 miles, still it wasn't far enough. Now she hears it calling, the highway, the highway, the highway, the highway. Now the road will do until she learns to fly, until she meets her family and make her in the sky. And while she's here on earth, you wanna hold her fast. You know you're bound to lose her, she'll slip beyond your grasp. There's no use in fighting the highway, the highway,
I like to fade out.
I like doing live fades, except I
Live
tend to
fade.
want to
And
back
then just
away
sing
at
out
the
of the
same
camera
time.
too.
I'm fading out.
Next time. Just like walk away.
I would, except I would trip over a bunch of different things, or a cat or something, but it's too treacherous. I feel like, okay, I'm in this right place right here. You don't want to see what's all around me, but it's a lot of wires. Yeah.
That's awesome. So tell me about this record that you made, Love and Fire. Like, why did you make it? What was your favorite part about making it? Like, what? Tell me. I don't know what's top of mind when it comes to like how you made the record, and just tell me about it.
Well, I started it. Let's see. Let me try and remember how it all came down. Okay. It was. I started it, I guess, 2 years ago, and I started in the wintertime and realized that that's not the best time for me to sing, and I started doing more cuts when it was warm in the spring and the summer, which was better. And I used the studio right up the street from me. It's called Tonal Park. It used to be Air Show, and they have now become Tonal Park, and it's run by Charlie Pilzer, and he's well known in the Folk Alliance community. And he was a wonderful engineer and co-producer, and it was really fun and harrowing all at the same time, because there were time constraints going on. I wanted to have it ready for Folk Alliance, which it was, but it was pretty much touch and go for a while, and I was hoping to do a tour with it, and had a tour all set up, but of course we all got our tours canceled. So, but it did really well on the charts. It's still on the charts. As I took a look yesterday, it's not number 6 anymore, but it was number 6 for a while, which was really creepy.
I saw that
on the folk DJ charts, and so that was kind of a trip.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. And so the funnest thing about it was hearing how the songs come together when we've got the whole band together, and when we add the harmonies, and we come up with different voicings for maybe we should throw a bed of accordion on this song, or just all that stuff. I love all that. What I don't like is futzing too much, and trying to really resist the temptation to futz too much. And Charlie was really good at that. He would say, "No, this is fine. This is fine. You don't have to overdo it." It's like, okay, and yeah, and learning how to. I did a Bob Dylan cover, which is I did.
Saw that.
Don't think twice. It's all right, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
favorite of mine.
it was funny. I was talking to a person at a wedding just a couple of months ago, before we were all shut down, and I was telling them about this album, and there was, the DJ was playing songs through his loudspeakers, and I was telling this fellow that I had cut "Don't Think Twice, It's All Right," and at that very moment, what comes on, but "Don't Think Twice, It's All Right" by Bob Dylan. I was like, whoa. So I'm taking any sign I can get. I'm not sure what it means, but that was pretty cool. So yeah, that was fun too.
I should send it to you. So I have, I think I decided that I'm going to make a record since I can't do anything else with my life.
Yes, definitely.
And I have a SoundCloud link with a bunch of tracks on it that I'm considering, and I should send it to you and get your feedback and just ideas.
Oh yeah,
So,
please do. I would love, I would love to.
that would be handy.
Love to
I don't know
listen.
I don't know how to do it. I don't know what I'm doing. Just making it up all in once, like as I go. So I'll take any advice that I can.
Okay. Happy to.
But I like that you hear certain things like, oh, this sound would be cool, or like, let's try this, or and I trust your songwriting prowess to help me sure that the songs are, are they ready to be recorded, that kind of thing. So
yeah, well, and I'm sure you have ideas. I'm sure you have ideas.
I can, but it helps. It helps to hear other people's ideas.
I get it. Yeah, it always helps to have another ear or two, but not too many.
Exactly. All right, speaking of, I'm going to play a song that I wrote with Daniel Niehoff in Nashville in January. So after Folk Alliance, I went up to
Oh,
Nashville for
right,
my
right,
first
right, right, right.
visit.
How'd that go? Very
It was
cool.
really fun. I played two shows. I played at the Listening Room Cafe with Wyatt Espelin and Caitlin Cannon and Daniel Niehoff, which was super fun. And then I played at the Bowery Vault with a bunch of Song School people. There's a whole bunch of Song School friends that were there. Weirdly in Nashville, I like showed up to Nashville and I'm like, I know all these people. This is weird. Like I
That's
didn't even
very
know anybody
cool.
in this town. So it was cool to have friends
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
and it
yeah.
just it wasn't so intimidating because I felt like, oh, like these are my friends. This is cool. It's not like I'm trying to impress producers or talent agents or anything. I'm like, I'm just playing
Okay.
music with my friends.
Yeah,
So that was
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
But I got to
Very
sit down
cool.
with Daniel Niehoff and write the song one day. So this is Lonely Together. Wake up to the rain. One side of the bed is still made. Half a pot of cold coffee down the drain. And when the day is done, I'll be cooking for one. Single TV dinner on a single TV tray. There's no sense in being lonely by ourselves. We both need some company, and we ain't doing nothing else. So let's hunker down, wait out the bad weather. Let's be lonely together. You say that you're okay. Your phony smile gives you away. You don't realize that I'm playing the same charade. And there's no sense in being lonely by ourselves. We both need together, or something like that.
Awesome. Oh my God, that's fantastic.
Oh,
Woohoo, and
thank
so
you.
appropriate. Bizarre. It's kind of weird. It's prescient.
Yes, yes, yes.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Fantastic. It looks like it's fun to sing.
It is fun to sing. When I don't have allergies, it's a lot easier. But yeah, it's a fun one.
Yeah. Well, if that's how you sound with allergies, look out.
Company. That's my favorite.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah, nice. And you wrote that with who?
Daniel Niehoff. So he was, I met him in Texas. He's from Kentucky, but he was at Swerfa in Folk Alliance. Was he at Folk Alliance? He was at Swerfa last year, so you might have crossed paths. He was a official showcase artist at Swerfa last year.
Daniel. Yeah.
He has glasses, and he has like all those Civil War songs.
Oh my God, he's amazing. Yeah. Cool. Very cool. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you.
So, what's next, friend?
Do you want to do one more or one more round? What do you think?
I think I don't know. What do the people want?
What do the people want? Should we do one more song, or should we do one more round? So Annette does one, and then we each do one more finale. Should we do that? I mean, we kind of started a couple minutes late, so let's just do another round. So you can do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do one, and then you'll do one, and I'll do one. Okay.
Perfect. And then you
Got
close
it.
it out with this big, beautiful finale. And I'm excited.
Yes. Really. Wait, I forgot the elephants and the feathers, and well, actually, no, I have the feathers. I wanted to tell everyone I'm wearing these crazy peacock feathers that I got at my first visit to New Orleans this past January when I was at the Folk Alliance, and my sweetheart came up or came down, and we spent a few extra nights there and exploring, and
That's so cool.
it just fell hard for that town. It was really magic, and some of the most amazing music I've ever heard. Just
Remember when we were dancing to that Zydeco band together?
oh yes,
And they had the big whole feathers and everything, and we were just
Absolutely.
we were just dancing.
We were like, it's as if we had feathers, but yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, I do remember that. What a night. God. All right, so let's see. Maybe I will sing you all a song.
All right, the people have spoken, and they all vote encore, so we're good.
Okay, okay, all right. So this is a song called The Ballad of Johnny and Maria, and it's a true story, and it's a new song. It will also be in the Patreon page. And by the way, if anyone wants to follow me on Facebook, that would be great, Annette Wasilik Music. And my website is www.annettewasilik.com, and you can sign up for my mailing list. And I am going to start a Patreon page, and this will be on it when I get it together. Do little videos and stuff.
So yeah, I put in the description for the main event. So if this is, if you're watching this just on my page, you'll see Annette's website, and
cool.
right on her homepage is her email sign up. And then, yeah, I think you're tagged so people can follow you on Facebook. And then we have a tip jar if you guys are feeling generous today. So, yeah, go ahead and click on that.
All right, so here's the Ballad of Johnny and Maria, and it's a true story of a couple of people I know and who are very dear to me, and it's the strongest love story I've ever witnessed. Johnny and Maria were still just kids when they first fell in love. Maria knew they'd be married one day, driving the back roads with the wind blowing through their hair. The future was still far away. Oh, Maria, Maria, he'd say, I love your bright eyes and dark hair. Oh, Maria, Maria, he'd say, I'd follow you was a 2-lane road, and Johnny had a load of drywall in the back. The banks were steep with patches of snow. A car in the oncoming lane crossed that yellow line, and Johnny had nowhere to go. Oh, Maria, Maria, he'd say, I love your bright eyes and dark hair. Oh, Maria, Maria, he'd say, I'd follow you anywhere. That drywall crashed through the cab, trapped him into place. Couldn't reach his seat belt to save his life, while one man held his head away from the smoke and the flame. Another cut him out with a Swiss Army knife. Well, the months went by, Johnny lived and died, and he lived again in that holy I see you, where the saints and angels are thick as thieves, and they look like you and they look like me, but they got more courage than most do. Oh, Johnny, Johnny, don't leave. You are my life, you are my destiny. Oh, Johnny, Johnny, don't leave. I'll be your wife and we'll raise a family. 20 years on, they're still going strong after walking down the aisle. They built a house and raised a family, and every year on Christmas Day, friends and kin come in from far away, and it sure is a fine sight to see. Oh, Maria, Maria, he'd say, I love your bright eyes and dark hair. Oh, Maria, Maria, he'd say, I'd follow you anywhere. Anywhere.
Yay! We
Another
talked about that
stanza.
song the other day. I'm so glad that you played it. It's beautiful.
Thanks, thanks.
Oh man, that was lovely. Well, this is super fun, and I'm so glad that we managed to work this out.
Yes.
I'm gonna play you another new song. Do you remember Ron Rost from Swerfa? He is quite the witty songwriter. I think that's a
Yes.
very watered down version of what I could say about him. He's witty. But I did a tour in Texas in February, and I stopped in, and I had another song that I was working on at the time, and I was like, hey, can we co-write? Can we work on something? And so I sat down with this song with him, and he added all these cool chords to it that just made it sound super awesome. And I learned how to play a D sharp diminished 5 chord.
Mind blown.
I know, it was so anyway, so thank you, Ron Ross. Oh, it's a D diminished 7th is in this one. So
How's it look? Hold your guitar up. Let me see what it looks like.
it looks like that, and it sounds like this.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
It sounds ugly, but it's got the right spot in the song.
Yep. Yeah, that's
Anyway, so Ron helped me add some colorful chords to this one song I was working on. So when I wrote this song it's like a 6/8 CFGC song. It is just pretty straightforward. And so I sent it to Ron, and I'm like, help me spice it up a little bit. So he helped me spice it up with some things, and I had
beautiful.
things that I had to Google, and some things I had to practice a lot. But anyway, so this song is called "The Moon and the Mountain." sweet silver kisses on his shoulders. Though the mountain could never hold her, he held her heart. The mountain loved to surprise her with bouquets of rose-colored evenings. She would rise as the sun was just leaving to fall once again. There are some things that time doesn't touch, when forever is barely enough. He studied the curves of her beautiful face, for when storm clouds and thunder intruded, the pole of gravity rooted their faith through the fall. By day, their longing grew painful. At night, their passion was reckless, till the sea and the stars became jealous of their endless affair. And who can remember when their love wasn't more than an ember? And does any of that really matter in the end? There are some things time doesn't touch, when forever is barely enough. When forever is barely enough. It's barely enough.
Ah, beautiful. I could listen to you sing all day. I just
Oh.
love your voice. Beautiful. And your musicality. It's yeah, you got it going on, girl. Yay. Yay, Alicia Stockman.
Yay!
Woo!
All right.
Okay.
Thank you everybody for tuning in today. This was so much fun. I'm so glad that this worked
Yeah.
out. I just missed your face. I missed
Yeah.
people's faces in general. But it was really fun to hear your songs from your record and new ones that I haven't heard yet, and just to touch base. So
Yeah.
if you fell in love with Annette today, follow her on AnnetteWasilik.com, Annette Wasilik Music, and on Facebook. And I put up my email list if you're feeling like you just want to, click that link and join. Go right ahead. And yeah, I play every Friday at 5. Annette, what do you have coming up? Do you have any other shows coming up?
I don't have any other shows planned. I have had a little having to change my gear setup, so I think I want to go for a regular weekly thing that isn't going to conflict with too many of my friends. So,
Right.
I think I'm looking at maybe a Tuesday or Wednesday, but I haven't got it together yet that way. But I hope to be doing some more shared things with some other wonderful songwriters in the future. So, yeah.
Well, great. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight.
Well,
and
thank you for having me. This has
play
been
for the
really
finale.
delightful. I just love listening to you and seeing your beautiful face and your beautiful spirit. And
thank
so I
you.
really appreciate it very much.
I love your songs. I love your song. It's just a magical time in my kitchen right now.
That's your kitchen, cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was like, I don't know, it looked like an office or something.
This is the wall
You
behind.
like got a stove in there?
Right next to the sink is where you are.
Okay. Yeah. My kitchen is right in front of me, and behind me is like what once was like a dining room. My house is so small I can plug in the vacuum cleaner into one outlet and get all the rooms in the house.
That's awesome. That's good though.
Pretty damn small, which is good, it's fine. I don't need much more, but okay, here's a song off of my Love and Fire CD, and we made a video, went big time and made an actual high dollar video, and it premiered on Americana Highways, and that was
That's
very
awesome.
cool. And it's with my trio, Brian Evans, who is one of the finest songwriters I know, but he's not doing it. He's a bird scientist. He works for the Smithsonian, and he's on the CD, and he's also on the video, along with Jeff Karn, who is a wonderful mandolin player and vocalist. And so the three of us are on the video, so you can check that out on my YouTube page or my website as well. So thank you again, and thank you everyone for tuning in and listening. And this is The World's on Fire. Precious world, green and blue, my heart aches for the love of you. Everywhere I turn, seems we've all gone wrong, but I don't believe all our love is gone. On fire, the world is on fire, the world is on fire, come lie with me. The world is on fire, the world is on fire, the world is on fire, come lie. Water's rising, hold me close, my dear. Don't have to die, heaven and hell's right here. The mountains moan and the rivers rage, the rocky cliffs are rattling against the sea.
Beautiful. That's such a good, I like singing along to that one.
Yeah. Oh, well, I miss you so much, and
Oh, I
thank you
miss you
so
too.
much for doing this with me. I really
Absolutely.
appreciate the invite and the opportunity to get my act together, to get the Zoom sound together. And yeah, okay, so let's do something like this. I'll have you over to my place next time.
Perfect. I love it. Okay. Well, Annette, you have a fabulous night. Thank you so much for being here.
You too.
Thanks everybody for tuning in tonight.
Thank
And
you,
I think
everybody.
Kathy Mestman just tuned in, and it's her birthday. So happy birthday, Kathy.
Oh, happy birthday, Kathy! Woo! Oh, man.
Yeah, thanks everybody, and we'll see
Okay.
you guys later. Have a happy Friday afternoon. Cheers.
Oh, right. Cheers. Woo.
Cheers.
Clink, clink.
Bye.
Wait, can we clink? Can you go over like that? Wait. Yay!
All right, count it. All
Okay,
right,
salut.
goodbye. Have a good
Bye-bye.
one.